If I remember correctly, that the lineup we had early in the season, we really struggled. I think it got better as the year went on. I think DC coming back with some freshness and eagerness. I thought when Norm was starting, we got off to some pretty good quick starts. And I think it's a mindset more than anything else. Coming out with a sense of desperation, a sense of urgency, is the key to that. And that same group comes back in the third quarter. At that time, early in the season, we kind of got out of the gates quicker. So it's a mindset coming out of in the first quarter more than anything else.
How important is it going forward? Because you know you're going to get a lift once Corey and Patrick come in. So to have a lead, say after that first 6 minutes, how important is that?
It's huge. It's very important because the second group is giving us a punch. They have throughout the year. We got to continue. Our main thing tomorrow night is this team is a prideful team. Indiana's a very prideful team. We know they're going to come out with their guns a-blazing. So we got to meet that intensity with ours, and it starts with the jump ball. 50-50 balls, loose balls, physicality, whatever it is, we've got to be a notch higher than our opponents, and because that's what we're going to face here in the hostile gym tomorrow night.
Did able to use Patrick for very long stretches, like 13, 14, 15 minutes some night? What is it about him that allows him to play that long?
Young legs. No, Patrick plays with a lot of energy. He's such a big positive for our group, whether it's on the offensive end or defensive end, that it's hard to get him off the floor. He's one of our smartest players. He knows situations before they happen. He knows the other team's offenses and defenses before they happen. And so it's one of those things that he's such a valuable piece of what we do, Doug, that you look up at the clock and all at once he's up at 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, stretches. And that's tough, but he's so young, I think he can handle that workload.
Is he also smart enough to know those 3 or 4 possessions he can rest? I guess is the right word.
No, rest is not the right word, but take off, yeah, or kind of hide over in the corner. But no, he's smart enough to do that, and especially in the playoff setting where the timeouts are a little bit longer. I'm trying to get the guys to sit back and relax even after we get through giving instructions to make sure they utilize the entire time. So, that helps, somewhat as far as the rest time.
Did you know when Corey and Bismack came in the offseason that they could be such a luxury for you now? Because conceivably those guys could be starters on starting center, starting point guard on other teams, but you can bring them in for 6 minutes in the second and the fourth quarter and really set the tone.
Well, the front office did an excellent job. Masai did an excellent job of recognizing what we needed, found the right guys, and I knew what we needed, and I knew that those guys brought it. The personality of Corey, the personality of Biz, they're quick starter, they're self-starters. You don't have to say giddy up to those guys. They're ready to go right out of the gate. That is huge for a second unit coming in. And the most important thing, like you said, is they accept their roles. Not only they accept their roles, they embrace their roles, they take pride in it. And so does Pat. That whole second unit, they take pride in what they do and who they are in the role. A lot of guys in that situation would be wanting more minutes, wanting to hear their names, called out as starters. And you don't get any of that from those 3 men, and that is so important to the chemistry of our team.
With the way things are going, the momentum, some people could say, could shift, but you've been through this before 2 years ago where you had a chance to win 3 straight, to close out Brooklyn. It's not the same situation, but you're on the road. It's a chance to win 3 straight. What did you learn from that experience, and can it be useful tomorrow?
Well, even if we hadn't been through that over the years, been in so many playoffs, we haven't done anything. We gave up our home court. We came back here and got one here. It's going to be, we got to look at it, it's going to be a marathon. We can't come in and say, hey, we're going to close it out, try to get 3 straight. We got to come in and win possession by possession, quarter by quarter tomorrow, and do it in a workmanlike. You're not going to get it all in one possession. You're not, because this team, like I said, is a prideful team. They've gone far in the playoffs, so we got to come out with the same workman mentality we've had the last couple of games. Let the chips fall where they may.
That attitude that you speak of, is that kind of what's led to the defensive turn in a sense? I mean, I was saying earlier that the Pacers have led for less than 3 minutes in the last 2 games.
Well, I don't look at that. I just look at what we do defensively, Eric, and I think it's important that we approach it that way because, again, we're not in a position in our program to say, hey, we can come in and be guaranteed to win a series or win a game or whatever. We got to come in and with a underdog mentality, a workmanlike mentality to win. And if we don't, we've seen what happens. We played like that in game 1, and we got spanked.